everybody, welcome to Talk That Talk. So today I wanted to start off and talk about Young Miami and JT. If you haven't watched the latest episode of Carisha, please definitely go check it out because I really enjoy learning more about JT. JT is my favorite out of the two. She always, like, her verse, I'm always looking forward for JT's verse, and she always does it every single time for me. So I was really curious to listen to this, and I learned a lot about JT and Young Miami and Saucy Santana. So it was really good to me. So in the interview, JT was basically asked about why she doesn't, push to do more side projects. So Saucy Santana had asked her that because he's like, she's so talented and creative. Like, how come she doesn't try to do more things and get on more projects? Because we see that Carisha has Carisha Please, so he basically was asking her, like, why doesn't she have more projects? Why doesn't she want to do more stuff? And JT basically said, she is perfectly fine where she is. And just based off of her going through that whole experience of having to go to jail, and now she's just happy to be out and to make music, and she's just kind of resting in her femininity, and she is just like, I'm in my soft life. I just want to make my music, go to work, get paid, go home, and be with her man. And I really can understand that because some people don't have that hustle culture mentality or that hustle mentality 24/7. Sometimes as a female, you just want to say, all right, I'm going to focus on one thing and do that one thing really well, get paid and go home and, put my feet up, have fun with my man or my friends or other hobbies that don't involve you having to, chase a bag. So, I totally related to her in that situation. Also, they talked about how Carisha is not really that emotional or compassionate. So JT had brought that out. And it was kind of shocking to hear when JT gave examples of how basically for Carisha's birthday party, she had took 5 different planes to get there. And Diddy told her, don't come in yet. He wanted to have JT come in as a surprise. And Carisha just sat there looking at her not happy or excited or anything. And then Saucy Santana said he gave Carisha a bag as a present, and she just kind of tossed it to the side and didn't really show no emotion towards it or anything like that. And, Carisha, I guess she says it's a zodiac sign thing. I believe she's an Aquarius, that they don't really show emotion. But I think her lack of emotion is to a larger extent. But, as Saucy and JT said, you have to be friends with her to kind of get her. But I couldn't help but feel bad for JT in certain situations. Or she mentioned a time where basically Saucy and Carisha would kind of go in one direction, would go off one way, and she kind of feels like she's left by herself. So, and it always comes off that way, Carisha and Saucy Santana are besties, and JT is probably left out a little bit. So it was interesting to actually hear her give examples of that because clearly she probably feels that way. She doesn't make it a big deal, but she probably feels that way. Also, JT talked about the label basically kind of controlling the music and what they put out and what they feel songs should be released. So I definitely think JT faces a little bit of a full creative control, because she did just hint they have to put out certain records over others based on what the label thinks will do well.
And then when it was time to get out, it's we already signed. You get what I'm saying? It's not really upload what you want or upload the song that you like. You got to put out what they think is going to please a crowd. Because if I had a choice of the style of rap I would do, y'all know what type of style rap I do. So it's definitely not always what we put out.
So that was really interesting to hear as well. And JT also brought up the whole situation with Trick Daddy when he basically said nobody was checking for JT, because a lot of people say that Carisha has the relatable personality. She's more bubbly and stuff like that. And JT really comes off very harsh or maybe more cold. And somebody on social media pointed out that Carisha and Saucy didn't even really stand up for JT during that little clip. They didn't say, oh, he was wrong for saying that. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Speaking of like Trick and Trina morning show, Trick they made a comment like more so of like nobody checking for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like they more into you, like blah 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 blah. Which is not. We know it's not true. We both equally love, but he said that from his standpoint because he's like he don't travel as much. He don't be around as much. He work in a restaurant. He was born way back in the day, so he wouldn't really know what's going on right now. He's only going to see what's viral on the internet. So from his standpoint, he felt that way. He felt like, oh my God, Carisha like really made it, because he, of course, he's a fan of Diddy. He's older, and he'll see the podcast and he'll be like, oh, she must have got something between her legs. She got Diddy busting like a whatever old little boy, and JT, she just like nobody's checking for her.
Mm-hmm.
So like, do I say like how do y'all feel about it?
I personally feel like people be like, oh, JT need to go solo. Da, 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't never think like I want to go solo. I feel like, you know, we see people love groups why they love groups.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when you a group, a person bring, like, I'm going to bring the freak side out. You
Yeah.
go bring out the pop your shit.
Street bitches.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
so I feel like people love us for why they love us.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I don't want to, I feel like we started together, we grew up together. That's never mine. Like, I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm going to do this shit without JT. That's not my intentions. That's not what I'm on. I feel like people love us as a group, and we stronger as a group. We stronger together. And now we always had a conversation like,
So it's just kind of interesting. Some fans think that this was a way for them to kind of, how would I say it? I'm going to just be straight up. There were some fans that felt like they kind of understand now why JT and Carisha would break up, because they're very, very different. Even though in the interview, they said that they are complete opposites. They do argue and fight all the time, but like they make up super quick and they'll never let anybody else argue with each other or disrespect each other. But some fans think that they'll definitely understand why they break up if they ever do. But JT and Carisha said they'll never do anything separate. They only want to work together. So we just have to see how things play out. I definitely want them to stay together, especially after watching the interview. You know, it would just be sad to see. But if they did break up, I would understand why from a personality standpoint. Now, moving on. So Halle Bailey unfortunately got accused of getting plastic surgery because they said her behind is getting bigger. So she actually shut down the rumors and she showed her workout gains. So Holly is in the gym, okay? So she's in the gym. She's not getting surgery. So I was really surprised to hear that. All right, let her live her best life. We are waiting for her to be in Little Mermaid in May next year and to release some music. So I'm not here for that. Anyway, let's move on to Megan Thee Stallion. So Megan Thee Stallion released her music video to her new song called Her. Did you guys get a chance to watch the music video? What did you think of the music video? I definitely liked the song, so really excited for her. But on the other hand, fans think that Megan got ripped off by Future after finding out from an interview that Megan did that she paid him $250K for his verse on her other song called Pressurelicious. A lot of people felt like his verse on that song was not the best. And once fans found out how much she paid for that verse, people felt like Megan got ripped off. So what did you guys think of the song Pressurelicious? Especially you guys that have commented and said that you really like her album and everything. Did you guys like the song Pressurelicious? Did you like Future's verse? Do you think she paid him too much? What do you guys think about that whole situation? Now, I did want to touch on Nicki Minaj because apparently her Rap Snacks is getting sued for trademark infringement, you guys. So I saw this today and I was like, what the heck is going on? So her Rap Snacks are being sued for trademark infringement, allegedly, according to the Jasmine brand, by Mattel, okay, over her barbecue named Chip, okay, and it claims that Rap Snacks, the company, did not ask nor receive permission to use the Barbie trademark, all right? So what do you guys think about that? Basically, this company that owns the Barbie trademark is saying, allegedly that the company Rap Snacks illegally used their Barbie trademark for Nicki Minaj's chip line. Wouldn't you think that would get cleared first by the Rap Snacks company? I mean, come on now. So what do you guys think about that whole situation? And lastly, we are going to touch on Cardi B. So Cardi B ended up having some drama on Twitter with an artist called Bella Poarch. And it looks like Bella Poarch tweeted some negative things about Cardi B. And of course, Nicki Minaj's name got thrown in there in one of the tweets with Bella Poarch. She did like she voted on a poll that said Team Nicki or Team Cardi. And Cardi B had to actually address this because she got in touch with the artist because she actually posted a tweet that showed that the artist is a fan of Cardi B. She was in Cardi B's messages giving her praise. So let me play you guys the clip of Cardi B addressing this.
I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about yesterday. So yesterday, there was a rude tweet that my fan that I follow, now that I be searching, that I follow, posted about this girl, Bella Poarch, and I replied to it, and it caused a ruckus on social media. Well, yesterday, her team called somebody from my team, and they said that, they said that Bella Poarch hasn't been on social media for a minute because, she's been focusing on herself. And sometimes I do the same thing. I get off social media and I let somebody handle my social media. So she had like a social media manager that just do tweets and everything. And he tweeted that because, he thought it was funny. He thought it would get tractions and blah, blah, blah. And they have immediately fired him. I didn't thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's fans, they be doing that, trying to be funny under comments and shit. But I don't think that's funny. And I don't think that's cute. So, I'm not mad at Bella Poarch, and I want people to stop coming for her because it's not her fault. And I don't like when people overbully people if they didn't do anything, because that causes stress and everything. And she didn't do anything. It was like a social media manager. Oh, and by the way, it was him that came up with the she got hacked thing. But she don't have nothing to do with it. It was somebody that was handling her social media. I just want to let y'all guys know because I want my fans to get out her ass. But thank you guys. And yeah.
So apparently Cardi B got a hold of this artist. Their teams got a hold of each other. And apparently Bella Poarch had a social media manager who was in control of her account. And that person was doing all of these tweets. But they were really coming for Cardi B this whole time. So if you have a social media manager and you're an artist, why would your social media manager be tweeting negative things about another artist so directly? Make it make sense. So what do you guys think about that? But then in other news, there is a lot of drama going on because just to piggyback off of that, Cardi B had posted that she should be paid because people are using her for clout. Okay, so I thought that this whole thing came up because of the drama with Bella Poarch. However, the fans have jumped in and Nicki Minaj's name is now in this whole situation. Okay, because the fans are like, is she throwing shots at Nicki? And then is Nicki throwing shots back? So Cardi B tweeted this week, just proved what we've been saying for years. I'm part of people's marketing plan. I refuse to help if I don't get paid. Okay. So people were commenting back to Cardi B saying, girl, you made that ghetto shade with Ghost Stream. So also you respond to the Barbs on Twitter a whole bunch of times a year. And then someone else said, girl, your career was based off of beefing with Nicki. Be serious, please. Okay. Now, somebody else also tweeted, the Garbs get impressed over a tweet. I guess it struck a nerve. All right. So, yeah, there is a lot of drama going on. And then Nicki Minaj tweeted, solo, no video. Oh, whoa. Elegant B with a hoe glow. Barbs, go stream, then maybe I'll give you a surprise. Okay? Also, Nicki Minaj tweeted, imagine telling the Barbs to go stream, then they break a whole Spotify record, child. LMFAO. Highest first day streams for a female rap song in history or something like that. I want to first thank God, Pop, and my glam team. Okay, so this is all coming up off of when Cardi B said go stream to this person who tweeted her. And she said go stream her song because they were basically saying her song flopped. So what do you guys think about the situation? Do you guys think that when Cardi B was talking about being a part of people's marketing strategy, do you think that she was talking about the drama that she just had with this other artist, Bella Poarch? Or do you think she's talking about Nicki Minaj? Or what do you think she's talking about? Who do you think she is talking about that's using her as marketing when someone's trying to sell stuff? Comment down below what you think, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.